Every single day we're interacting with tons of software and we don't even think about it. But what's really going on behind the scenes? Well, it's kind of like this invisible dance. So today we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the two partners in that dance, system and application software. Seriously, getting a handle on these two is the key to understanding how our entire digital world actually works.
So, ever wonder what really happens when you open an app? You just tap an icon and boom, the program just appears. It feels like magic, right? But of course, we know it's not actually magic. It's this super carefully choreographed dance between two totally different kinds of software. And in this explainer, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to show you all the steps. Okay, before we dive any deeper, let's just make sure we're on the same page about what software even is. At its core, all software is really just a set of instructions. That's it. Think of it like a recipe, It tells your computer's hardware exactly what to do, step by step, to get something done. And basically, all those instructions fall into two big buckets. First up, you've got system software. That's the really deep foundational stuff. And then there's application software. Those are the programs we actually see and use all the time. And don't worry, we're going to break down both of them. All right, let's start with the real powerhouse, the one you almost never see, system software. This stuff is the absolutely essential, invisible foundation that everything else is built on top of. It's like the engine that's always humming away under the hood of your computer. Okay, so here's the crucial thing to get. System software's main job has nothing to do with helping you write an email or edit a photo. Nope. Its job is to manage the computer itself. It's the critical go-between, the translator that sits right between the physical hardware, your processor, your memory, and you, the user. So what are we talking about here? Well, the most famous example, of course, is your operating system. Think Windows or Mac OS or Android. It's the master controller of the whole show. But this category also includes these other, less obvious tools, like compilers and interpreters. Basically, you can think of them as professional translators that turn the code developers write into a language the computer's hardware can actually understand and execute. Now, because this software is talking directly to the metal, to the hardware, speed is absolutely everything. It's written in what we call low-level languages. And you could think of that as speaking a language that's super close to the ones and zeros the processor itself understands. It's very direct. And that direct line of communication is exactly what makes it so ridiculously fast and efficient. But, of course, all that power and speed comes at a price. System software is, it's notoriously difficult to build and to understand. It's not user-friendly at all, and that's on purpose. It's not meant for us. It's built for pure, raw performance, not for you and me to go in and start messing around with it. Okay, so now let's go from the engine room right up to the cockpit. This is where we find application software, the fun stuff. These are all the programs that we actually choose to install and use every single day to, get things done. So right away, here's the big difference. Unlike system software, which serves the computer, application software is here to serve you. Each and every app is built to do a specific thing, whether that's browsing the web, crunching numbers in a spreadsheet, or, booking a train ticket. And applications can get super specialized. Think about the software a big company uses to run its payroll, or the massive system a university has for managing all its student records. These are really powerful, complex tools, but they're designed for one very, very specific job. And then, of course, you've got the apps we all know and use. An application, it could be something super simple, like Notepad, or it can be a huge collection of programs that all work together, like, say, the entire Microsoft Office suite. So, the key features here, they're pretty much the mirror opposite of system software. Apps are designed from the ground up to be user-friendly and interactive. They're written in high-level languages, which are way closer to actual human language. Things like print or save. Makes sense, right? This makes them a whole lot easier for developers to build, but it does add an extra translation step for the computer to figure it all out. And yeah, that user-friendliness and easier development, it comes with some trade-offs. All those pretty buttons and menus, plus that extra layer of translation we just talked about, it makes the programs bigger and, a little bit slower. The priority here is a smooth, easy experience for you, the user, not that raw, pedal-to-the-metal speed we saw earlier. All right, so now that we've met both of our players, let's put them head-to-head. This is the showdown where we can really see the differences pop. Okay, if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this right here. System software looks inward. Its job is to serve the hardware. Application software, on the other hand, looks outward. Its job is to serve you, the user. It really boils down to this. One is all about managing the system, and the other is all about helping you complete your task. Now, what's really cool about this slide is how it just lays everything out side by side. It's all right here. Just look at that contrast. On one side, system software. It's fast, it's small, and it's tough to mess with. And on the other side, application software. It's slower, it's bigger, but it's way easier for us to use and for developers to actually create. It's just a perfect example of engineering trade-offs in action. You can't have it all.
So you see, this isn't really a competition at all. It's a partnership, a team. And the truth is, one just can't function without the other.
Here's a great way to think about it. The system software, your operating system, that's like the concrete foundation and all the electrical wiring of a house. The application software, well, that's all the stuff you put inside. The furniture, the kitchen appliances, the TV. You absolutely need that foundation to support everything, right? But the house isn't very useful until you put all this stuff inside it. They have to work together. And that partnership, that perfect teamwork, is what unlocks everything our devices are capable of doing.
So maybe the next time you click on an icon, just take a half second to appreciate that dance that's happening, that invisible engine powering the amazing tool you're about to use. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As hardware gets faster and software gets smarter, what's the next task you'll be able to do with just a single click?